So right here is where like none of the audio picked up in this video, so I hope y'all enjoy. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe on the video. Thank you.
Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Houston Cougars. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. This game started. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Still running at the 40. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Rice Owls offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
To the air, it's Warner. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He makes the catch. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Owls look to keep this drive humming. They're going to test the right side with this one. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because
here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
that's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's nice to have guys like this on 3rd down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Trying to get to it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Warner. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He's got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Now on first down after that completion. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play.
Going deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Bringing it back. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. To the air, it's Warner. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes a man miss. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it up to 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
The expressway is wide open. The 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Lining up to touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Dropping back, it's Warner. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd and 10 here. The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wide out in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Puts it right on him. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Oh, it's loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rice.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And, you know, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Going for the big play. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense getting set for 1st down. Dropping back, it's Warner. Fires to the right. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the 1st half today. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. 2nd half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the single back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Warner. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rice. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Carter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ready to fire from the pistol. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. At the 40. There he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And stampeding through the defense. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Warner. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Houston Houston offense ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Houston wants to play fast.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
On second down, he'll fire. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He leaves it with his back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Owls have this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking for a crease, it's Jenkins.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Still running at the 40. Afterburners coming. Touchdown Cougars. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You need
Going over the top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Fires and picked off. It's a fumble on the play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quickly complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Rice rushes to the line. To the air, it's Warner. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Hines. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations.
He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Got his man downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown Owls! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Drake. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They move on top here in the fourth. Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. To the air, it's Warner, getting some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Looking to throw on second down. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown Owls! They've got the lead here in the fourth. If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. The offense coughs it up. Once that ball didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Rice trying to close the deal and run out the clock. Looking for space. It's Hines. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Rice will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the stick. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the quarterback takes a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.